This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
Today we have an LG Trom washing machine. This is in a brand new condo, actually a condo that was just being taken over, and this is the old washer and dryer, and these are some steps you could take to kind of refresh your washing machine before you use it, kind of get it tuned up and cleaned up before your first use. These are some steps you can take. One thing to do is to get some fresh tablets from Amazon and pop them in to clean up the inside. Another thing you can do is to pull off this little door on the front and then twist this little piece. On some models you can just grab this hose, it will be just sitting there, pull it out, and then get a container for any water that might be left in the drain system to drain into. I'm just going to use a waste paper basket, but you could use a pot or a frying pan, anything that'll fit. And I got the water out, I'll put that little cap back on and push it back into position. On this model you kind of twist it to keep it in. And then I'll spin out the coin trap dial on the front of the drain right here, and a little bit of water will probably come out when you do that too, so it might be good to have some towels ready. I'm just going to see if there's anything caught inside of there. Sometimes the previous tenant may not have cleaned it, and there can be things that obstruct the drain. It kind of slows the drain down or even keeps the drain from working. So I'll go ahead and pull that out, and I see there's a hair tie and a collar stay and just some debris. So I'll clean all that out, and that's going to make the drain work better. Also, the rubber band or hair ties sometimes get wrapped around the impeller and can cause a lot of problems for the drain system. So I'll go ahead and take this bracket here that's designed to trap coins, and I'll clean that up. So we're just going to push this underneath some hot flowing water to get rid of any of the other debris that might be there, just to get it super clean. And we just want to get any of the dirt and things that were left over from the previous tenant all gone, so it's almost like a new machine. So I'm reaching with my finger and just feeling if I can feel the impeller spinning, which is located about 3 inches in and then to the left. I'm just using my index finger, and it is spinning, so that's a good sign. Nothing's trapping it. So now I'm going to activate the spin cycle by turning on the power, and then I'm going to press the spin speed button until I get the light to show high speed spin, and then I'll press start. It's going to give me a 14-minute cycle, and it's going to drain during most of that cycle, and it's going to make the spin basket start to spin. So I'll close the door, press start, and I can hear the drain spinning. I know it's active. I'm going to just reach in and I can feel the impeller spinning. So I think the drain's doing good. Sometimes when you take over a machine from a previous tenant or previous owner, an LG, the drain pump is wiped out. They don't last very long, but this one seems to be running good. It sounds strong. So I'll go ahead and put the coin trap back in. Just going to make sure there's no debris in the way of the threads. Keep those nice and clean. So I'll put that back in. I'm going to turn it really tight. And I'm going to check now to make sure the drain's going to work. So I'll stop this cycle by turning off the power, and then I'll go ahead and put this little door back on. Just kind of wiggle it back into position. And I'm starting a normal cycle now to let the water flow in. So I want to get some water in and then see if I can drain it out. Just want to test all the functions. All right. So now we got some water in there. Let's get rid of it. We'll turn off the power, turn the power back on, press the spin speed button until we get to high speed spin, 14-minute cycle, then press start, and then that should start to drain that water out. Yeah, it's starting to move. There we go. So we know the drain's working good. So it's just a neat way to start a drain cycle. Some models you can just press drain and spin. On this model you have to do this procedure where you press start, then press the spin speed button to get to high speed spin, and then press start. So now we've got a lot more water in the normal amount of water. I want to see if we can drain it out quickly enough. So that's doing pretty good, pretty much normal drain. I think everything's working properly on the machine. Go ahead and put this detergent drawer back in, or pull it out. I'm going to press the button to pull it out. I'll clean it underneath the sink. I'm going to pull off these little covers, one for the fabric softener and one for the bleach. Get this one off, and then I'm going to run hot water over the entire detergent dispenser drawer. Just get it super clean. And any of these holes, I'm going to run the water into it. Same with these blue plastic pieces. I'll just go ahead and put it back together, snap it back in. All right, and now we're looking in the area where the detergent drawer goes, and there's a bunch of old soap stuck in there that we don't want. So I'm just going to reach in, grab that stuff, put it in a waste paper basket, and then I'll clean it out with a paper towel. It's just a bunch of accumulated soap that never got dissolved. And this is just something that you may find when you take over from a different tenant, a different owner. I'm also cleaning the glass bowl, especially the area that comes in contact with the rubber door boot. And if you don't get that really clean, sometimes it can cause a small leak in the front of the washing machine. So this is a really good thing to do every couple of months. Just clean the inside aspect of the glass bowl. I'm also going to clean and dry this area here where sometimes water accumulates. And the black mold that we see in there is really common for these front load machines, but you can get rid of it with that product from Afresh, AFFRESH. You can get it from Amazon.com. You just put in a couple of tablets, it'll get rid of the mold. I'm just getting rid of any of that accumulated soap that was built up in there. The stains that comes from the black mold won't leave with any kind of a product, but you can get rid of the smell and the mold colony, just not the leftover stain. So just going to clean out all that area inside there. And another area inside this dispenser drawer that you want to work on is the upper part where the water comes down, and you just want to take a paper towel and clean that off. There might be some mold that's built up in there. So it's really good to keep these front-loading washing machine doors open when not in use so that they don't accumulate any mold. Just putting that dispenser drawer back in, and we're going to add some water in and some soap. If you ever end up with too much suds like we see here, you can just do this drain cycle to get rid of most of it. If you still have some suds left over, You can add some white vinegar in that will bust up any of the suds. This is the dryer up above. Just going to clean it real quick with a wire brush, cleaning this metal bar here, which is called the moisture sensor. Sometimes it can get some waxy coating built up on it, so it's good to rub that off or use some alcohol to clean it off. Again, we're just cleaning the glass bowl. Yeah, but leaving the door open when not in use is a great thing. Even if it's just cracked open by 1 inch, it's still going to allow airflow and you won't get the mold buildup. So just cleaning all of this area that usually doesn't get cleaned, just inside the lip here. You can pull that lip back to get a better view. So it's going to look like new, and hopefully it'll smell like new and work like new. And this is what it looks like when it's left open a little bit, like about 1 inch. Now I just want to make sure that the door still closes with the washing machine door open by 1 inch. I want to make sure that this still closes to cover it. So that's great. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.